put some background music on. Way too loud. My inner Reinhardt, big fist and hammer. He looks so fun. I like. There's so many different skills that he has that just look so fun to do. Yeah, let's start red tree here. Let's go through the 3 capstones and then make the choice. So we got first Horcleave. Molten Slam is now Horcleave. Press and hold action skill to swing a massive Forge Axe, launching a Forge wave that deals cryo melee damage and freezes enemies it passes through. Enemies killed by Horcleave cause a detonation, dealing cryo damage. Knew I got a 570 Ti for $800. I had to burn my money. Hell yeah, Bog. Why Twitch? I don't know. Only 100% the first Borderlands. That Moxie DLC is mind-numbing. I don't remember. I can't remember the Moxie DLC in 1. Go XLR is sick. Yeah, dude. I had the mini and then I upgraded to the full-size one. The arena, right. Play discount for you. Viper Tech. I'm not familiar with Viper Tech. Oh yeah. Back to the capstones. Second capstone, Molten Royal. Molten Slam gains increased radius and stores damage. Pyres erupt under up to 3 enemies after a delay. Pyres deal additional incendiary melee damage based on damage stored by the Molten Slam, distributed among the remaining targets. Oh, dude, yeah, the Go XLR is awesome. And then the last one here is Storm Cutter. Molten Slam is now Storm Cutter. Press and hold action skill to swing a massive Forge Sword, launching a Forge Wave that deals shock melee damage to all enemies it passes through. And you restore action skill cooldown, action skill duration, and ordnance cooldown for each enemy hit. Gaming PC company. Oh, okay. Sweet. These are all so sick. So we've got cryo, incendiary, and shock for all the melee damage here. Doesn't this one have cryo, shock, incin? Do they all have cryo, shock, and incin? Incin, ordnance, cryo ordnance, shock ordnance. Yeah. So you basically just choose cryo, shock, and incin for each one. Yes, the max roll planner has been updated with the official translations. That's what I was waiting for before I started doing any builds for Amon, but it just got updated this morning. Okay, Calamity, I want to go Incin. I'm going to do Incin, Shock, and then Cryo for each one. So Calamity, I'm going to go Incin, which is the Molten Royal. So this is the capstone we're going to go build around to start. Incin melee damage is the main thing tied to this. Increased incendiary damage, increased melee and skill damage, critical strike chance for melees, increased shield regen rate, and movement speed. Let's build into Incin as well as melee with this. So we'll go 5 points into the Incin damage. Oops, no. Calamity. Also, let's read over the action skill. Calamity, or for, yeah, Calamity is Onslaughter. which Amon overloads his Forged Fist, gaining constant shield regen, bonus instant damage with guns, and increased movement speed. Action skill or melee to Rocket Punch, dashing to target enemy, dealing instant melee attack damage in a short range cone and causing stagger, which awesome. You can stagger enemies. Can't stagger bosses, and badasses you have a chance to stagger them. You do your points right, you can have 2 capstones. But you can only have 1 capstone slotted. Right? Have they said that you can have 2 capstones? That doesn't sound right. That would be broken. It is still available for hot swap. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Gibby, what's good? So we got instant here. Status effect damage and duration. Melee damage and ordnance damage have a chance to apply weakness. Absolutely. This one actually looks really, really strong because you can just apply weakness to enemies, which is basically slag. So you apply weakness there. Increases Amon's melee damage and skill damage. These are just the exact same thing. Which is crazy that you get 2 things to build into melee damage. Gains a super shield when melee, dealing melee damage. Is this not fully? Hold on. Over shield. Yeah, it's not fully up finished, I guess, but still, most of it is. So you get over shield for melee damage. Whenever Amon deals gun damage, he gains increased action skill cooldown rate. Whenever he applies a status effect, and you gain gun damage increase for up to 5 stacks. So if we were to, you know, assume this could go up to 5% per layer. I don't think it would go up to, I mean, and then you go up, get maxed at 25 stacks for, I don't know, 25 seconds maybe. I don't think they would give it 50 seconds for duration. But if you could get up to 25 stacks total, 25% damage buff every time you apply a status effect. And that's kind of what we're building into with Sin. And then this allows you to have 3 enemies have a pyre underneath it. So status effect. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 here so we can get into the bottom tree here. So now damage, Amon gains increased damage dealt and damage reduction based on his distance from the enemy. Amon gains increased fire rate and status effect chance the more full his shields. Silent, thank you for the gift on TikTok. Then this augment, while Onslaughter is active, gun damage dealt to enemies will prime them for a duration and will detonate when they die or are damaged by a forged skill, dealing incendiary damage to nearby enemies. And detonations can also be caused by a melee attack but deal less damage, and this effect can stack. What about this one? Rocket Punch has 2 modes, gains increased radius, and deals bonus damage based on Amon's maximum shield capacity. Wasn't there a skill? I remember a skill that gives you when you activate an action skill, you get like max shields or something, or you like fully heal. I think one of his trees has it. The skill like that. This one? Are you talking about this Molten Royal? I'm not building into... This is like a... instant melee damage is basically all I'm going for. Because this applies weakness from melee damage. The last one you spec'd? Oh, yeah, you're right. I would say probably Overshield. I'm gonna run a server on it. Gut Punch. You meant Bullet Storm. This one. This is the one you were talking about. So maybe Overshield when dealing melee damage, or an immunity to all damage. Maybe we go one here, so we just get immune to all damage for a brief duration, which is 6 seconds. So you get 6 seconds of immunity once you activate your action skill. Skill tree for BL4. Yes, this is Amon's skill tree. And you could go one here just to get an overshield from melee damage, and then we unlock this. I gotcha. So this is based on shields being full. So damage dealt. Is this getting closer every day? Yes. I'm wondering if the damage dealt is basically any damage, because it doesn't specify what kind of damage. It just says damage dealt. I'm gonna build into this one. Kill skill. Amon gains increased melee damage and maximum shield capacity duration. Hey, thank you for the follow, Kujin. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. I'm not using... Let's go here. So we have a kill skill. And then that way we can kill an enemy to activate this to get more melee damage and more maximum shield, which also where was it? It was one of these. It doesn't matter. Whenever Amon kills a weakened enemy, they detonate, dealing instant melee damage. So we go max here and go here. Do we know the level cap? We're assuming it's 50 because that's the highest we've seen on any video. So now we have our capstone for an augment. This is the augment. Yeah, this augment we want right here because it's we don't need that. Yeah, we want this augment because anytime you activate your action skill, you fully restore health and shields, and you surround yourself by a Forge Storm that deals instant status effect damage. To nearby enemies over time. And then you also have a kill skill attached to it. Killing an enemy inside the Forge Storm restores Amon's action skill duration and increases the Forge Storm's damage. This augment looks insane. It just looks like an absolutely ridiculous augment. And you go with that. So you want instant damage and melee damage. So we could max this out here. We still have a bunch of skill points. Up this for status effect to tie into weakening enemies. And our instant damage. We don't need that. Play game after level increase is easy to end up with a bunch of trees max. Yeah. I also don't think they're gonna do, if they add more skill points, I don't think it's gonna be that many. I don't think we're gonna see that many more skill points. I think 49 is a pretty good spot because you like these skills are going to be really insane to begin with, which makes me also believe that endgame is going to be nuts. I hope. Heard we were running up trials later. That's funny. That's funny, Pog. Activates his force ability. He becomes berserk for a duration, gaining slow immunity and bonus cryo with gun and dude, I haven't touched trials in a year, and I maybe on Monday I'll run trials. So we have melee damage and skill damage, melee damage and skill damage. What do we have? Oh, dude, nerve is fucking ridiculous. What are we playing today? We're going to be doing some builds for Amon for a little bit. And then we're going to hop back into our Borderlands 3 Nuzlocke. This one, Gathering Storm's not actually that bad. Status effect application chance. That's not a bad one either, honestly. Is there anything in this second tree that is worth? No. Gun swap speed. I think we go here to get more elemental damage to tie in with Ensign. We don't need this. This one could be solid. We could have something decent with this because just more action skill cooldown wouldn't be a bad thing. Or we could go here. So we still have, what, 6 points left? Wait. Hold on. Me and Cactus did this. So we can also look at some legendaries. No, he's not talking about Sam. He's talking about a Destiny 2 streamer. We saw this. Whenever an affinity skill gains a stack, all affinity skills gain a stack. So imagine you get this class mod, right? This class mod is blue and green tree. I wonder. Okay, so it looks like you can get all trees. I'm just looking at these as well because there's some things that we can kind of theorize about. Because we've seen some class mods and as well as a shit ton of legendaries. Which, by the way, this shout out Cactus for putting all of these legendaries that we saw at Borderlands Fan Fest onto this document. The main ones I'm looking at are like rep kits and stuff, like speed boost. It's a shame Amon doesn't have anything that does more damage with his movement speed like Zane did. Plasma coil build done. Dude, this build with Hellwalker. This instant build with Hellwalker, bro. Easy cash. So we still have 6 more points. We could max this out for more overshield. Because this build is essentially you're face fucking everything and just beating the shit out of it. That's essentially what this build is. We saw non-Ellie. It's not fire locked? Really? That's interesting. Well, instant Hellwalker then. Dude, I was just gonna say like a cryo Hellwalker or a rad Hellwalker kind of sounds insane. Or a corrosive Hellwalker against anything robotic. Or a shock Hellwalker. Dude, shock Hellwalkers would nuke shields. Like absolutely nuke shields. So rude of your boss, T-Man. So rude. Low-key. Since this is just a pure melee build, we should just build into melee crit chance. And then we can just do this, either rearm, or we could build into this. We could have one here since we have this. Anytime we activate it, we get full shield, so our fire rate and status effect chance is going to be at 3% fire rate increase. Oh, that's not that much. If it goes up by 3 and 6% every time, it would be 30% status effect and 15% fire rate. Ah, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is maximum shield capacity and over shield capacity. So this is, yeah, maximum shield capacity and maximum over shield capacity. So this would actually take away from if we built into this. Where the hell is it? This. Nope. This one. So we could build into this one here. And then we could just add the last point into this. So this would be what like this skill tree would look like. This pure melee face fuck everything, run it down build. So let's go over this. So we have we're using the calamity tree with onslaughter. So this is the punching one. So we have the rocket punch, dashing to an enemy, dealing instant melee damage in a short range cone, causing stagger. Our capstone is molten slam. It gains increased radius and stores damage, and the pyres erupt under up to 3 enemies after a delay. So now we can hit 3 separate enemies with a pyre, and those will deal additional instant melee damage. So it's going to be incendiary damage, melee damage. And then when we pop our onslaughter action skill, we're going to fully restore our health and shield, as well as gain immunity for 6 seconds. And then we're going to surround ourselves in a Forge Storm that deals incendiary status effect damage to nearby enemies, alongside having a kill skill. And anytime we kill an enemy inside of the Forge Storm, which we're going to be running at enemies all the time, we're going to get action skill duration increase, as well as Firestorm damage increase. So the maximum it can get up to is 200% more damage. And you get 20% per kill. Our action skill duration recovery is 20%. And Forge Storm lasts... doesn't say how long Forge Storm lasts for, but it's 40 damage per second, up to 200% more damage. And because we're going to be so close to enemies, we're going to be building into the fray, which we gain increased damage dealt and damage reduction based on how close we are to the enemy. So the max DR we'd get is 14% at close range, which may go... I don't know how much higher it's gonna go when maxed out. And we're also gonna get more damage when we're close. So if it goes up by, for example, 5% every time, we would get up to 25% more damage when we're up close. And 14 times 5, we would get up to 70% DR if we're in close range, which means we're also building up damage with the Firestorm. And we're getting kills with the Firestorm. Our instant damage is going to be more. We're going to have critical hit melee chance. So we have a chance to crit with our melee, which if this maxes out, that's 25%. Our melee damage is going to be increased from this. Our skill damage is going to be increased from this. When we melee enemies, we have a chance to apply weakness, which will allow them to take more damage and deal less damage. So that also builds into DR. Our status effect damage and duration is increased here. This kill skill, every time we kill an enemy, we get increased melee damage and maximum shield capacity, which can stack up to 5 layers, which maybe if it at max level, it can go up to 25 stacks. And then whenever we kill a weakened enemy, they're going to detonate, dealing bonus instant melee damage, which if this is maxed out would be 99% more radius. and maybe 60% of damage dealt, or maybe 120% of damage dealt. Who knows? So basically this build, oh, and we also get a kill skill from here. Anytime we kill an enemy, we get increased elemental damage, which allows us to do more instant damage. So this whole build is about punching absolutely everything in your vicinity while being an absolute tank. That's what this build is all about. Oh, wait, how do I... Notes about the build. Punch everything while gaining immunities. Immunity on action skill cast plus heavy damage resistance when in close range to enemies. Getting kills with Firestorm and melee. Buffing Incendiary. That's a great spelling out of me. Melee damage as well as weakening enemies and causing them to explode for more incendiary melee damage. How do I name these? I have to go to my profile manager. I do. Amon Onslaught build. Onslaught. What is this called? It was Molten Royal. Amon. Molten Royal build. Okay. There's that one done. Let's clear the tree. Let's dive into what I think is going to be my favorite tree. Yeah, dude, if you get like a damage reduction bonus on artifacts. Woo! Wait, hold on. Borderlands for stat. Gear stats. I think. Yeah, they have a ton of enhancements on Mental Mars. So there's all of these enhancements that they have, and it kind of works like it shows how it works. You got your licensed part enhancement, then you've got your stat bonus, and then firmware. And your epics are going to have 3 bonus stats and enhancement. Legendaries, 3 bonus stats, 2 enhancements. And if we look at this, did any artifacts drop, or was it just shields? Class mods, ordnance, rep kit. So no artifacts. Rep kits, though. I wonder if rep kits can get like a damage reduction upon rep kit use. Because there's like these stat bonuses, right? And you've got your firmwares. There's not a ton, but these are all for the weapons. I mean, a status effect chance one would be really good. Is there anything with melee? I don't think so. Because unfortunately, as much as I wish it did, these deal grenade damage. I wonder if there's... Well, I mean, dude, you pair this with a swordfish or the slippy. This grenade right here deals melee damage. This would go crazy with this slippy. That build. That would go crazy with this grenade. Wonder if there's any weapons that we see that does melee damage, because that would be what you'd want to use, is weapons that do melee damage. Like, imagine this build with like oh my god, what's the name of the Jacob's weapon from 3 that shoots knives? From one of the event cards. Sword explosion. Yeah, I mean, dude, like anything that does melee damage would be perfect for this build. Melee and instant damage. This shield on melee hit consumes an armor segment to grant 100% melee damage. Wait, that shield would go crazy with this. That shield would go crazy. On melee hit, consumes an armor segment to grant 100% melee damage. Dude, you could be one punching shit left, right, and center with this build. Because we're already building into having like this right here. You'd punch, get that 100% melee damage, then you activate your action skill, fully regenerate your shields. I wonder if it stacks. See, if this stacks, you just drain all of your armor to get, you know, whatever. Wait, this thing on armor segment break knocks back enemies. So you knock back enemies with 30% movement speed so you can chase them down. And you deal a trigger Nova that deals 89 damage. Yeah, dude, this heavyweight shield would go crazy with this build. That would go absolutely nuclear. Affinity skill. I'm assuming affinity skill is like a kill skill, right? Because I don't think anything says affinity skill on this tree. Affinity skill would have to be a kill skill. So you pair that with this class mod. So anytime you get a kill skill stack, every kill skill will get a stack. And then for each stack of affinity from all of your, like for each stack of the skill, for all of your kill skills, you'll gain increased movement speed. So you're just punching shit, full sprinting at enemies at like hella movement speed, just punching everything. So like that class mod low-key kind of works with it. Anyways, we're getting real deep into that. Let's do the This tree I think is going to be my favorite tree, because this is all about the forge axes. And I think this tree might work best with cryo. So you've got Snowmaul. Double Edge is now a Snowmaul. Press and hold. Action skill to throw a twinned forge hammer, dealing cryo melee damage to enemies on impact that ricochets between enemies nearby up to 3 times. And we actually saw this in Amon's gameplay overview. Let's see if I can find it. I think it was... Nope, that's his fist. That's the... That's his sword. I know I saw it somewhere. Was it that right there? That one right there, I think. Maybe it was in a different video. Maybe it was in this video. Yeah, this is it right here. Right at the beginning. It's this one right here. So this is the... That is Snowmaul. This is Snowmaul right here. So you throw it. It bounces off enemies like that. And then the last enemy, it throws him fully. So that's this skill right here. That is Snowmaul. And then, if no ricochet targets are found, it deals damage an additional time before destroying itself. So that last one is where you saw it. So it ricocheted off the first guy, then the second, then the third. Then it didn't find another enemy, so it went back to the second guy and destroyed itself. And then for each detonation caused, which I would assume means... that anytime he hits it, it has a chance. Yeah, right here. Hammer Forge drones now deal ordnance damage in addition to their other types and gain a chance to cause a detonation on damaging enemies, dealing cryo damage in an area. So it has a 25% chance to detonate, and if it detonates, it ricochets an additional time. So if, for example, that first guy detonated, it would bounce off that second guy, then go back to the third guy again. And then let's just go over the action skill. Harsh Furnace. Amon will be equipped with a forge axe, which can be thrown and picked up from the ground to refund cooltime. Mouse button 1 throws the flaming axe, dealing burning melee damage, and mouse button 2 throws a frost axe, dealing freezing melee damage. Enemies damaged by the forge axe will be in a ready state for a period of time. When they die, and I assume ready state means primed, because that was a big thing they talked about, was primed. And then when they die or are damaged by a forge axe, they will explode, causing damage to nearby enemies. So again, melee. We want to build into cryo with this one, though. This is the shield capacity one. So low-key, I kind of want to get to this. So we could do like here. So we have maxed out here. We put 10 points into that tree. And we go elemental damage. We would want to get the forge skill damage because that's where a lot of our damage is coming from. Gun damage, no. Kill skill, Amon gains crit chance, no. Shock damage, no. So we'd go back here and get this maxed out forge drone skill, Whenever Amon activates his forge skill, he spawns an axe forge drone that attacks nearby enemies, dealing instant melee damage. And then this, we click 1 here to get a additional axe that deals cryo melee damage. So now we have a... I think it was shown in Billy World, where he just had 2 axes roaming around, and they were dealing damage themselves. So now you have a cryo and an instant axe that just go around. They're basically like a pet, dealing damage themselves. And then when you activate a forge skill while Tempered Pyre is active, fully restores the duration of all the forge drones. So they have 20 seconds at base. And then I would assume anytime... So you pop your action skill, spawn your axes. You throw one, spawns your 2 hammer or your 2 axes to deal damage. You could cancel it out, shoot around for a little bit, activate it again, throw another one. Then you're resetting the duration on that, and then you just repeat that. Now we have our capstones because we're going down this one for the Snow Mall capstone. Oh, this one also builds into ordnance. So whenever you activate your ordnance, which you could pair with that that 1 grenade. You could pair that with the Slippy grenade, because that deals melee damage. Max that out. And this one will allow you to do Frost or Shock. Interesting. We would go with this augment. We'd actually go all the way to the right tree for this augment. So our frost axes will apply freeze on impact, and our flame axes will pass through enemies. So we keep the 2 axes as instant and cryo. Freeze on impact and pass through enemies with flame axes. So we ignore this one. How many? We have what? 9 to get to 49. We have 18 skill points left. And with this one, the hammer drones deal ordnance damage in addition to cryo melee damage. So let's get more ordnance damage. And then we could go with forge drone damage and duration. We go here, get that capstone. We have 7 skill points left. I just want to make sure that that does. So there is 5 points into endless bombardment. So we could do this because grenades have a chance to refund themselves on use. So we max this out for a chance to get our melee or our grenades back, which if it goes up by 6% every time, that would mean we could get up to 30% chance on grenade return. Let me just see if there's anything that does like cryo. Oh yeah, hold on. We could go 1 point here just for the 6% chance. And then we go increase status effect application and cryo effectiveness. Maxed out there. Yeah, and then we put 1 into this right here. Whenever Amon deals ordnance damage, there's a chance to apply cryo status effect that deals cryo damage over time. And then that would give 20% freeze application rate, 15% of damage per second, and then you have 4 seconds of that. And we also have our increased melee damage and skill damage here. This one, melee critical strike chance, we could either do that or we could do Insin. But we're melee dealing with cryo here. Actually, let's go Insin. Let's build Max into Insin instead. Because critical hits, they're nice, but they're not necessary for this. So we build into Insin just to unlock the damage to melee. And skill damage increase. And then we go down here. We're building as much into elemental damage and cryo with forge skill damage and detonation because we're using searing cold to apply freeze. And then we have hammer forge drones dealing ordnance damage in addition to others types, in addition to the cryo melee. And it gives a 25% chance to detonate, which would cause the ricochets to, or the ricochets of Snowmaul to ricochet again, because every time you detonate, it ricochets an additional time. So this is more of a mobbing build, I would say. The first build is more about just being an absolute tank and punching the shit out of everything. This build kind of more ties into cryo damage as well as a ton of mobbing. This one seems like it's going to be a lot of fun to just run through a room and nuke with the forge axes and the forge drones. This is almost like similar to a pet build in a sense. I want to choose Harlow so bad, dude. There's some really fun builds on. There's gonna be fun builds on every single character, from what I can see. Dude, see, this is also, these two are also really good. What if we go without these two? What if we build into permafrost here? Because anytime we freeze an enemy, a cryo hazard is created under them, dealing cryo damage. This one can burn enemies. What is this? Dealing instant damage with guns increases cryo damage, and dealing cryo damage increases instant damage. Wait, whenever Amon or his forge drones critically hit an enemy or cause a detonation, he gains increased damage dealt for a duration. Dude, this is a hard one to do because... Wait, we don't necessarily... Dude, this one might be able to just go all green tree. Because this one, we go this one, increase status effect damage and hazard damage, because this creates a hazard, right? Bro, this is hard. We have 8 points, or yeah, 8 points we can put in somewhere. This is hard. Same. You're hard. Me too, bro. Just looking at this fucking skill tree, I'm hard. What if we go here for detonations? Wait. Hold on. Forge drone skill. Whenever Amon activates his action skill, he spawns a sword forge drone that attacks enemies for a duration, dealing shock melee damage. Bro. You can get a third drone. I mean, you could do 1 point here just to get the drone. And you still have 7 points. You could go here for the detonations. And you have 2 points left over. Yeah, exactly. Because that also covers every damage type. That helps increase more damage. Detonations partially restore Amon's shield and ordnance cooldown. We don't need this because we're not. We just, if there was something that increased ordnance damage, that would be different. We could buff the forge drones and kind of make this more about the drones than Amon himself. So we don't necessarily... This is turning more into a forged drone build than it is anything else. Which is kind of fun. So you could go overshield when you deal action skill damage, which is all the time. So you could basically have a permanent overshield if you have a crazy uptime on all of these. Now we're going to put the last 3 into escalation to buff our forge drones attack speed and movement speed, so we deal more damage there. So it's basically all points into the green tree. What is a drone singularity? What is a drone singularity? Because we could go do that. Just gonna do this real quick. Oh. Oh, that's cloning it? Okay. The question is, what is a drone singularity? All right, let's just go here for now. Fuck it. Gotta head out. Sounds good, Gibby. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, bro. Just gonna leave this for now. What is this? Snowball. Save this profile. Wait, what? Okay. The fuck's the name of this thing? It was Snowball, not Snowhammer. Okay. Back to Amon. Now we have this one. This is going to be our shock one. This is the shield one. Equips a forge shield that it absorbs all frontal damage as vengeance. Whenever the vengeance meter is filled, forge shield provides damage reduction instead. Vengeance drains rapidly if it has not been gained recently. Press action skill to launch a forge wave, dealing cryo damage to enemies it passes through. Consuming vengeance to increase damage dealt. So this one gives us Storm Lance for shock. So let's build into the Wrathfall. Okay, so we want shock. Shock and survivability. Status effect and cryo effectiveness. I mean, I guess, because this... called Scourge. Increase action skill duration. Action skill. We put this on. Kill skill. Killing enemy with shock damage will grant a stack of shock affinity. Shock affinity stacks grant increased critical hit damage. Maybe not. Maybe we don't go down this tree. Because it's kind of hard to build into shock without going down to here. Elemental damage. Shock. 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 Deals action skill damage. He consumes a stack of shock affinity to cause an elemental bolt. We go here and here. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see. What's this one? Firewall is now Glacial Rapture. was gonna say there should be a. There's no capstone right here. It's missing a capstone. This is the capstone I'd want to go with too. Looks like we can't do that though. The Ring of Frostfire, because Firewall would grant friendly projectiles increased damage and projectile speed. All right. I think that's good enough for now. Let's get back into the Nuzlocke. All right. So, the last time we played this, I believe we were just about to launch into Eden 6 for the first time. Why is my game not on Borderlands? All right, I gotta bring up my thing for the rules here. And now we get ourselves some new areas, as well as some new weapon possibilities. What do we have here? We got downsizer. We've got a shotgun, assault rifle, SMG, pistol, rocket sniper. Hopefully we can get ourselves our first legendary, because we haven't been blessed with a legendary yet. We only have one element, and it's shock. Go meet Wainwright. We're probably only gonna have time for Eden 6 today because of how long Eden 6 in general takes. Because Eden 6 is the world's longest planet in the game. Go, go, go. Let's run. Did I not hit anything with that? I don't think I did. World's slowest reload on a gun, too. Oh my lord. Go meet our boy Brick. Semi-auto and burst. Yeah, I don't know why that never opens. I always have to drive around because that never, ever opens. No, please, please, get away from me. No, I don't want to fight. We've evaded. Now we have to drive back up, and now we can turn around. Oh my god, I can't drive. We already knew that. We already knew my driving skills were not. They were subpar. To the anvil. Go, go, Power Rangers. Oh, can't refill ammo because I'm full. The badass. Ow. That did not feel good. Pistols are so good. Like, ridiculously good. Oh my god. Thank you. Brick, my goat. I wonder what the odds are we get another Borderlands 4 video today. Wouldn't that be absolutely godlike if we got one, though? Like, maybe potentially the short story for Amon, my Viking King. Can I get something that's not green? I need blue. Actually, it's purple or better now because I beat the Rampager last time. We can only take purples or better. Ow. Kill reinforcements. Can I punch you, please? Thank you. Good lord. Oh no. Ah! Wait, where'd you come from? I thought you were dead. I need to be selling stuff more.
Get that ass banned.
Get that ass banned. Did that seriously not hit him? Psycho tank. Oh my lord, I do no damage to these guys. Probably because I have very not great weapons. Aside from this pistol's absolutely elite. What's in here? Cool, ammo. Dude, where? I thought more enemies were spawning. Oh, wait, they're about to spawn. Who just hit me? Oh, you. You. I think there's a chest around this area. Oh my god, I need ammo so bad. Meet Crunk Bunny, Tiny Tina. Is there seriously no weapons around these parts that I can scoop? Oh, this is a mobbing area. Holy, please, Lord Almighty, give me new weapons here soon. Oh, Lord, I need new weapons. I thought Brick was laying on the ground for a second. I was like, Brick, what the fuck are we doing? At least the music's fire in here. That's a positive, right? Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, no. Dude, that actually got mixed. That actually got way too close for comfort. That got way too close. Where did my action skill just go? Of course, they just dropped me greens and whites. Good save, thank you. For a second there, I thought Brick was about to steal that kill and then just completely screw me. Because then I would have lost everything. Essentially. Okay, please have a purple or a legendary. I hate it. I hate it here. Talk to Tina. Okay, so I could check the vendors, but I don't really want to. I could also go and fight some enemies, some like named enemies if I wanted to as well, but I don't know if I really want to. Dude, where's my action skill? Why is my action skill not activating? It's not actioning. My action skill just actually isn't working right now. Oh, now it works. I'm really weak. This is really not good. That's a weapons cache. I really want it to action. Oh shit. Oh. We might be absolutely cooked. If it wasn't for this gun, I would be so far cooked. Okay. Now, the way this area works, I figured out it's the last one you open. Always. No matter what order you open them in. I can't use mail items. All right, Tina, make your bomb. Now we gotta go deliver the pizza, aka the bomb. Shark fins life jackets when your wiener bites back. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Mordecai. You're gonna have to save me. It's super cute. It does. It sounds like it. Okay, there's badasses that spawn here. Come on. There he is. Nice. Nice. I love that for me. Oh my god, a purple shield. We got a new shield. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new shield. Oh, thank the lords above. That I can't equip to level 22, and I am level 20. Great. And now it's a boss fight. Lovely. We have to fight the warden now. He does have a shock shield, so we do have some benefit here.
Excellent of old hunter.
Oh, never mind. It's not a shock shield. That does help. Thankfully, he's not too hard of a kill. And he's very weak to corrosive damage. Very weak to it. As long as we don't shoot his head off, we should be fine. Oh, did he? Okay, that just pops his head off? Okay. We also cannot let him kill the other enemies, because then he just gets stronger. And this becomes a lot more annoying. Oh, this gun is so good, bro. There we go. Oh, he dropped legendary. Or not legendary. Epics. He dropped some. Let's go. Okay, we can't take that shield. We can take that SMG. Can't take that shield. We can take that sniper. We can take that AR. That's a blue AR, so never mind. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We got some new weapons. Sniper's gone. Okay, we did get the new SMG though. Big. We're so back. Wow, that's so tragic. Rip that sniper. There's a chest in here. Nice, man. Can't take that. We can take that. Sell those two. Question is, do we want to check this? I don't think we do. I did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that at all. Wait, we leveled up? Oh. This should be open now, though. Now we go to Jacob's Manor. Have to go up here to get to Jacob's Manor. Jacob's estate. I wonder what the trials map's gonna be, because I might play it on Monday. No thanks. I need you. Oh. We got our first legendary, gamers. I think. I can't remember. No, we've had a legendary before. Never mind. I'm an idiot. We got our first legendary from Eden 6. There, that's a better way of putting it. A Maggie from here would be absolutely godlike, though. If we were able to get ourselves a Maggie, that would be super helpful. Will it happen? Probably not. Oh, I shot his head off. That's not good. Actually, no, that's fine. That's totally fine. Do not. Oh, I thought he was about to jump over here. Don't even think about it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Know a haunted house when I see one? This house ain't haunted. Don't worry. It ain't haunted. It's just home to a very bad person. Dude, if it wasn't for this goddamn pistol, I would be getting absolutely giga cooked right now. Why is that? Of course it's a badass sentry. We also fight the anointed guy in here, Billy the Anointed. His level cap is 25 though. I've noticed we are severely under the level cap pretty much all the time, which is fine. It's actually probably better that way. Because I want to stay underneath the level cap as... Oh, fuck. Best as possible. And something smashes through the wall here, right? Or is it up top? Fake it till you make it. Correct. we're out of ammo for that gun. That's not ideal. Out of ammo for our best gun. Did I not? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. I'm actually so stupid. I was literally hitting the wrong button. Okay. Now I gotta fight this dingus. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. This pistol is literally my savior. Please give me something good. So this is a new area, and I can take that shield. Because we didn't get one from Jacob's estate. I'm only going to use that until I can get this. We can use this as well. Big. We can use this. Is it not these two? Oh my god, why can't I remember this? It's this? No, I had the right guy. It's the vault symbol. Damn puzzles. Okay, we definitely get a chest here, though. I believe it's at the end of this room. Let's check the fridge. Give me... Okay, we can take that. We can take that. That we cannot take. Oh, bro. Okay, so this is a bipod. But with the biggest scope ever and the slowest ADS ever. Does not make this an ideal situation for this weapon. What's the map? Solitude. Hi, Mel. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing today? A grenade. Meet Clay at Reliance. Chilling? Nice. What are you up to today? You gaming? Oh my god, this is the biggest gun ever. I'm gonna be real sad when I lose this gun. For this thing. Probably some Battlefield. Fun, fun. Did you play any of it yesterday? Yeah. Okay, so I do have different damage types. I believe our grenade is cryo, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. That shotgun? Oh, the shotgun's insane. The shotgun is so insane. I hated it. That one snowy mountain map also is ridiculous when it comes to the amount of snipers on it. Yeah, that sniper map was obscene. I was not a fan of that one. I did enjoy playing Domination though. Domination was really fun. That is also me being a Call of Duty kid, so. my tastes are quite different from those who would like a Battlefield game normally. That's okay. The gunplay felt really good in that game, I will say. Like, the guns felt really fun and really responsive, which I liked a lot. And that's signs of a good game, especially in FPS. As long as the gunplay feels good, then you know they're in a good spot. No, thank you. Please stay away from me. I would say overall it's a good game. Is it something I'll invest a lot of time into? Probably not, but that's just because it happens to be coming out in a similar time frame as Borderlands 4. And Borderlands 4 has my heart. Come on. Here we go. What did you drop? Ooh. I can use that. That's a new class, or class mod. Kill Long Arm the Smasher. Okay. I do like that grenade we've gotten. That grenade is nice. You know, let me talk to you, Clay. Thank you. Oh, wait. Are we about to do my least favorite mission? Yep, we are. We gotta go towards Genevieve, so we gotta use the stupid pistol. Oh, I hate that one so much. What the okay. That was weird. Go over here, realize that we can't get in, then we go to the top of the mountain over here, and then we go back to the logging place, hop on, hopefully we get a Maggie here. A Maggie from the named guy here would go absolutely insane. After we kill Genevieve, we should be able to get some more oh my god, SDUs as well, even though we haven't been able to afford SDUs. Which is kind of shitty. All right, to the top of the mountain. Now go to the lumber hold for our chance at potentially getting... Oh wait, I have to go this way, don't I? Yeah, I have to go all the way around. If we get a Maggie, bro, I'm gonna be so happy. Wait, can we even take the Maggie? Nope, we can't because we got that pistol from here. Or was it from Jacob's estate? No, I think it was from here. Just not ideal, but oh well. Okay, I don't want a Maggie. See, now that I know I can't get the Maggie, the game's gonna taunt me and give me a Maggie. That Tank Sentry out of here. Come on. It's coming, it's coming. Eee. Goodbye, guys. And I'm out of ammo. Alright, where's the... That's where he's gonna spawn. Do I have a sniper I can equip? Nope, I can't equip any of this stuff until I level up once more. Lovely. Just lovely. At least this time he wasn't a sniper. Ow. Yo, Mill, what's good? Thank you so much for the gifts on TikTok. How you doing today? Go, 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 go. Can't even take that. Well, at least it wasn't a Maggie. How's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're just continuing on with our Nuzlocke today. We've got Eden 6 to work on. Which will probably take up the entirety of this stream because you know how long this map is. What the hell's the last enemy? Oh.
Out a grenade.
Come on. Oh, I hate when he does that. Oh, shit. Come on. There we go. Maybe he's gonna drop me something good. Oh, we can take that though. Can't take that. We can use the face puncher. And now we get access to our new weapons as well. Oh, what the God damn it. Why does this pistol have to have a sight on it? Hey, at the very least, we've got ourselves a face puncher. Which, in my book, that's a W. That's an absolute W in my book. And now we get to use this stupid pistol that we have to use. Wait, I don't think we can use this. Can we? No, we can't. I'm just gonna sell it. Now where do I have to go to Hammerlock? We go to Hammerlock, then we have to do this stupid pistol mission, I think. No, we have to go to the Voracious Canopy.
Oh, here it comes.
I could have swore we used the pistol in this mission. When do we do the pistol? Maybe it's later. Regardless, we got new gear, so we're chilling. Oh, this pistol's hot ass. Oh, this pistol is so bad. Oh, dude, we just lost our... That's aggravating. Hold on. Can't use that because we have to use... We have a cryo grenade. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Die, 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 die. Yes. This is a new area, so we can take that. Thank God, because that pistol is hot ass that we have right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna opt to go for no grenade over and then use the SMG instead. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna opt to not use a grenade so we can use our SMG, because I value the SMG more. Even though this thing runs out of ammo so fast. Oh good, it doesn't even one... Okay, it does one mag. I'm gonna say, if it doesn't one mag these ratchets, we're in for trouble. Okay. Come on, Balex. Let's go. This pistol is so bad. So bad. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one here. This is gonna be a rough one. Come on. Can't progress until we kill all these stinking enemies. Oh, now we can. Come on, Balex. Let's go, bro. Please unlock this door, sir. Thank you. He's gonna get locked out. We're gonna have enemies to fight. Am I done with that? No, I'm not done. I was playing it this morning, actually. I just don't play it every day. I don't want to like play the game as much as I used to because I burnt myself out on it. But I still play it. I actually enjoy the solstice event that's going on. I just don't play it as much as I used to. Oh man, out of ammo. Yeah, no, they did a good job with Solstice and providing like all the loot that they give in the event is really nice. That's how it should be. They should just be handing out loot. I just wish the power grind wasn't as grueling as it is. Because it takes a long time to do it, and to be completely honest with you, doing Caldera for hours on end is not the most enjoyable experience all the time. If dungeons and raids provided like a really good amount of loot like they should, it would be so much better. I think that's one thing they need to add is to add that to the portal. Once that gets added to the portal, it'll be so much better. feels like they aren't valuing team play as much as they are solo right now. Why is bro in the ground? What the fuck? Hello? Okay. Gotta reload. I'm nearly at 300. I'm at 290 something. I believe. And once I get to 300, I'm gonna do the campaign on my other characters, because that should give me like a pretty solid jump. Because I believe the campaign, your first run through of the legendary campaign, should be the best source of loot. I'm kind of doing like a self test just to see if that's actually like a really efficient way of doing it, is getting to 300 power and then doing the legendary campaign. I want to see if it'll get me closer to 400. Claw your way up. Well, that's the thing. Like this new system is, it's intended to be like a lot more like friendly towards people who don't play all the time. Because to be completely honest, having tier 4 and tier 5 loot is cool, but it's not at all necessary. Like you can get away with straight up using like tier 3 loot and being completely fine. Like tier 4 and tier 5 loot is like a, I don't even know how, I don't even know like the way to put it. It's just like a bonus that's just not at all necessary. Are you talking about Harlow from Borderlands 4? Harlow, if you're talking about Harlow and Traunt, then yes, Harlow is a Traunt. Yeah, Harlow is a Traunt. Yeah, she is indeed a Traunt. I did Google how to mod because I never watched those videos. What do you mean how to mod? Oh, the solo mission and the boons. Oh yeah. Basically, just do whatever you can to get yourself like an A tier reward, then you'll be fine. When you're doing the solo lost sectors, that is. That's the best way to get yourself up in power right now, is just spamming the solo missions over and over again. Oh yeah, Balex doesn't move with dialogue skipper. Yeah, no, it's honestly, it seems daunting at first, but once you get the whole hang of it, it's really not that bad. Trying to figure out what all you need to do. It is pretty straightforward, I would say. She does not take much. Oh, never mind. She does take damage from this. Oh no. Oh, bro, I thought it was a goner. Nice, man. I love when my action skill does not proc. Dude, this is the slowest fight ever because my guns don't do damage. Except for that rocket. That rocket actually nukes. Oh? Oh? Can't take that. Or wait, can I? Where did I get the face puncher from? Who dropped the face puncher? Yo, what's good, Hunter? How you doing? I'm just gonna... I don't think I can use it. Sorry. Lord Tinge. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. We're gonna err on the side of caution and sell this shotgun. Okay, we need to buy some SDUs. Because we can get a total of 5 max. Okay. All right. We got the rogue site. But I'm going to have to call that a little early today because my wife is getting off work early and I got to record a video. So that'll do it for me today. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be live again on Monday, 10 a.m. Central. Hope to see you there. Appreciate y'all as usual. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys next week. Peace.